Good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are continuing the quest at Mekhem Bizru. So we did a lot of stuff out in the world, and lag. All sorts of it. Okay, we'll have to be a little careful as we do our quest. But still, we're going to push on. Now, we've done quite a few of these for them already. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to get on my goat. Because while I'm thinking about it, a lot of this stuff we're doing has a couple of corresponding quests from the flat where Haldir is. And they call them flats. They're basically kind of like tree houses, but they're just flat circular decks. You'll see when we get to one. They're certainly interesting. I don't think they're meant to be like lived on. I think they're just kind of outpost type of things. But we are going to head to one while it's on my mind. Because like I said, there are some quests that will correspond with the stuff we're going to be doing. Oh, it's kind of quiet right now. I mean, not people-wise, but mob-wise. Usually there's a couple mobs on the road. Did I just amazingly manage to bypass every single one of them? Okay. I guess I totally can't complain about that. Now, I can't remember if it was right about there or a little further up. But once upon a time, if I had come out this far, I would kind of sort of be dead now. Like I said, it used to be that you absolutely had to get rep before you came out into LOTRO proper. Yeah, I would have been dead by now, because there's an archer. And he would have shot me on sight. New deed, Lorien Lookout. So, this is a flat, and this is Talon Haldir. So it's actually named after Haldir. And as you can see, there's Haldir over here. Hello, Haldir. Probably one of my more favorite elves. And he's got a couple quests for us. Now, Book 9 forward, we're going to not bother with for now, because that one, I believe, starts the quest chain to get into Mirkwood, which apparently we are of a level to be able to do at this point. But we are going to do this one, Refuge upon Talon Haldir.
We do not allow outsiders into the Golden Wood.
Welcome to Lothlorien, Runekeeper. We have had many strange visitors of late. You shall find refuge here, if refuge you seek. I am very pleased to make your acquaintance, for even in the remote place we have heard rumors of your valor. And we might as well go ahead and pick up.
Why should we aid the dwarves? It was folly for them to return to Moria.
Hail, friend elf. I am Haldir of Lorien. I am sorry, but my orders are not to let any outsiders enter the realm.
It is no small matter to enter Lothlorien.
The orcs of Moria are awake. Once they were content to burrow in the deep roots of Fenweedle the Grey, Celebdil the White, and Caradhras the Cruel. Now they pour from the doors of the black pit to threaten these woods. You say you have fought the orcs and goblins of Moria. If you are truly their foe, then show me. How many have you slain in the dark tunnels of Moria? Will I be satisfied that you are the friend you say, and not a spy in league with those forces who wish us ill? Excuse me. I'm an elf. You think I'm in league with the orcs? Bite me. I won't judge your tally, but I promise you nothing. And I'm ignoring you now. Although I have actually done. It's because it says you have defeated enough goblins in Moria to satisfy Haldir. You have defeated enough orcs in Moria to satisfy Haldir.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
The orcs in Moria seem to be of limitless supply, Medril, but the weapons they wield seem to be much less available. Every sword or axe we take from them is an orc we render defenseless, if only for a short time. The orcs have established camps in the northwest along the road that runs through Nanduhirian, Uruk Gashan, Drugamad, and Athmadhul. Journey to these camps and steal any of the weapons you find within. I will not forget any of your deeds against the orcs that have invaded Nanduhirian, so perilously close to Lothlorien. So that's one of the quests that we wanted.
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
I have never seen the orcs like this, Medril. They pour from the gates of Moria as they have not done in years, and establish camps and outposts all along the road between here and there. If you would be a friend of Lorien, you must help us discourage the orcs from this endeavor. Seek out these enemies to the northwest and defeat them wherever you find them in Nanduhirian. The more orcs you slay, the safer will be the road between Lothlorien and Moria. Their boldness worries me greatly. All right. So, and if I remember right, there will be a couple more, but eventually those quests are going to combine into 1 or 2 dailies. And of course, dailies are very useful to get your rep up here in Lorien. And I'm pretty sure we got the stable over that way. I think I came through here once and grabbed all the stables. Yep. And this is the skirmish camp over here. Oh, we have not gotten this stable. Well, I think we need to fix that.
And well met.
And we're going to take the slow ride back. Just because. We'll get off where the wargs are and then work our way forward. Lothlorien's a very pretty place, but at the same time, it's not a very realistic place because it's being held together by elven glamour. All right, and we are here. Now, if I remember what we're doing here, it's the Warg Riders. Oh, and we have some arc weapons to get too. Okay, so we planted a banner. Gather some of their weapons. And look, because I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be killing Orc Riders too, or Warg Riders. Yep. All sorts of things to do in here today. I don't think Durgas counts, so we're going to try to avoid him. Oh, orc weapons. Well. Oh, a rider. Excuse me. There's usually one or two riders out this way too. There's one. That's a warg. We might as well kill him. That's another warg. Excuse me, you're rude. And there's a rider. Okay. So we've gotten 4 of our weapons already. We took care of the riders. And we're off to the next camp. Now the weapons you will find actually at the various camps. We'll have a couple each. The Warg Riders, I believe, are only at that one camp. It's almost a gray color out here at night. Now, if I remember right, we are dealing with yep, siege masters. So we need to take care of catapults. We need to take care of... It looks like we got all the weapons we need. So we just need the catapults and the siege engines. Hello, random person. I hope you're enjoying the game. I think I needed him, but I can't remember. Did I need him? General Dell. Oh no, I don't think I need him yet. Okay. Very good. I think he's the next step. I do still need another siege engine. I think I got my limit of siege masters. I'm stuck. There. Ah. All right, so that's everything there. We have to plant one more banner. Which is over in here somewhere. Where? Oh, and we need to gather the stones. Right. I knew there was something else in here I wanted to do. Alright, so there's a piece of Doran stone. which we need to gather 6 of those. Really? You seriously didn't want to do that? Sorry, I'm going to have to ruin your evening. And here's orc weapons. So like I said, they are in each of the places. And everybody say hello to Miss Carol, who is very happy to tell us she exists right now. I guess we're gonna deal with this one too. Okay. We need 2 more pieces of stone. And I think that might be it for here for the moment. And there's one of them. Did he interrupt me while I was getting that stone? He did. Life choices. He should have made better ones. Alright, so I think... Let me see. Probably not the best place to check a quest log, but, you know, whatever. I think we've gotten everything done. So let's head back this way. We're going to pick up the next set of quests from here. Head back to the flat. Turn in quest and pick up anything else because I'm pretty sure there's a second step there too. Alright. Rasquith. I see the banners flying high over the camps of the orcs. It is a fitting sign. You have done good work here, and I am proud to call you friend. And, well, neither of these items is useful for me. Would be good for like a hunter or burglar, but not me. Okay. And he's actually finished with me, surprisingly.
What do you need?
It is as I feared. The damage was done already. Still, the rest of the stone stands overlooking the calm depths of Kalad Saram. One day, perhaps, these fragments will rejoin the rest. For now, I will keep them here safe. In the event the unthinkable happens and Durin's stone is laid to ruin.
Might you lend me an ear?
You have done everything I have asked. And I thank you for that, but we are not yet done. The audacity of these fiends amazes me. It is not enough that we have to cast down their sappers, nor gathered up what they attempted to destroy. They persist. One orc in particular is leading the entire thing. I will die before I see him succeed in tearing down what remains. That must end here and now. Return south to Uruk-Gashan and defeat Istosh. Durin's stone will never be safe so long as that foul orc still walks among the living. Alright, so that is the first of the bosses that we need to tend to.
Thorin's beard!
The siege masters have fallen, and thus their weapons stand idle. We have little to fear from Jurgamad, yet there is one final strike yet to be made.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
The orcs will not be able to make war upon us today, which is good. It allows us a moment of respite, though only a brief moment. They will have more catapults and siege weapons built within days, and more siege masters will pour out from the depths. There is only one way to put an end to the camp. There is an orc, Lurk, who is a master weapon right. It is his guiding hand that has made or directed all the siege weapons you have seen. Return to Jurgamad to the southeast and defeat Lurk. It is the only way the Dale will be safe. Alright, so we've seen Lurk already. So the Lord's weapons of war have been smashed into tiny pieces. This is good news, but until the builder responsible for them is defeated, there will be only more to destroy tomorrow.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
The orcs' ability to wage a large-scale war has been hindered, but only temporarily. More must be done to cripple their offensive capabilities. We must strike against the leadership. If there are none to command the siege weapons, there are nothing but a pile of timber awaiting flame. If the commander is defeated, the camp is no threat. Nest commands Jurgamad. Head back southeast and defeat him and the threat. So two of the bosses are in one place, and each of the other places has one boss.
What do you need?
The goblins were defeated before. Now new mounts could arrive. Very good tactical strike. Now there is but one more thing to do.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
The wargs have been defeated, depriving the goblins of new mounts. The goblins have been defeated, depriving the wargs of new riders. Now the time has come to destroy the very training track itself and deprive them of future warg riders altogether. Return to Athmadhul to the southeast and destroy the fences that frame the track. Without those, future warg riders will not have the finesse to manage successful close-quarter combat. It's a small step to be sure, but not an insignificant one. And of course he has another one.
Will you help me?
We need your help, Medriel. There's a warg rider that comes at night, just as the sun sets. We can do naught to stop him. No trap his work. He is slowly killing us off one by one. I think Alriker feathered him with an arrow the last time he came, because we have not seen him for a couple of days, but I have no doubt his fury is growing while his wargs wound hills. Dulgurs, the warg rider, must be stopped. We cannot keep living this way, never knowing whether the warg rider will attack next. Heading southeast to Athmadul, he should be recovering there, but be wary, the arrow only nicked him. Do not underestimate him. So, now we have all our bosses, which should be the final step for this camp, if I'm remembering right. Now we're going to go ahead and we can only take the long, slow ride to Ekat and Estel from here, but that's fine because we're hopping off before we get there to go to the flat. So now we have 2 more quests to turn in. And what level are these quests at now? Level 60. So we are... They are on level with Medriel. That's always good. I have somewhat managed to keep her on par with the quest levels. This part of... Technically, it is Lothlorien. Technically, it's not. It's kind of an in-between gray zone between Moria and Lothlorien. But I actually like it better than Lothlorien proper. To me, it's prettier. Like I said, Lothlorien is very pretty, but it just feels fake. I don't know who that person is, but they randomly message everyone hello. Alright.
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
You have done well, Medril. We will not forget your help to us, though there always be more to do.
Will you aid the Galadhrim?
You have slain many orcs, but their camps in then Duhurian are still a danger to those forced to travel the road between here and Moria. The orcs have erected barricades outside their outposts along the road. Set the barricades afire, and perhaps we can convince the orcs to return to these vile warrens beneath the mountain. You will find barricades to the northwest outside the camps of Urgashan, Jurgamad, and Athmadul, along the road that runs through Nanduhurian.
What news from abroad?
Very good, Madriel. Each of these weapons will be greatly missed by the orcs, and will make our task of defending Lothlorien easier.
Will you aid the Galadhrim?
The orcs are becoming more bold, Medriel, and their waylayers have made travel along the road through Nanhudarian very dangerous for the unwary traveler. If you are a friend to the elves of Lorien and share our concerns, you will do something about these orcs in particular. Travel northwest into Nanhudarian and defeat the orc waylayers where you find them along the road near the outskirts of their camps in the area. The road into the Golden Wood must be made safe. Okay, once again, I think once we're done with those, what happens is the 2 sets of each of their quests actually combine into... Okay, so her 2 quests combine into 1 daily. His 2 quests combines into 1 daily. And down in that camp next to the skirmish camp, which is Ekat and Estelle, there's actually some quests too, which I didn't even bother worrying about at the moment. But, more dailies. There is one quest in there that I guess if you wanted to do it once because you're a completionist, but I wouldn't recommend doing it too often because it involves a dwarf and killing protected animals in Lothlorien. And killing protected animals actually loses you reputation, although I guess it's not as much reputation as it used to be. But it still loses you rep, and when you're trying to get rep in Lothlorien, the last thing you want to do is lose it. So, you will actually, if you're careful, you'll actually recognize the animals that are protected, because they will say, like, blah, blah, blah creature, and then underneath it'll say protected. Alright, so kill you. Up, barricade. So these are the barricades we're looking to burn. And there's a couple at each of the places. So we don't have to go running around looking for them too hard. Where are you? Oh, you're right there. Hi. Rude. Trying to sneak up on me like that. Okay, so we need to start over here. And these are the gates that they were talking about for the Warg Rider training. These are the ones they want us to destroy for them. Of course, it never hurts to kill a few more wargs. I'm pretty sure these wargs count for Lothlorien and not Moria. Yeah. It's for a Beast Slayer and Lothlorien. And notice it's Beast Slayer. They actually combined all the animals into one here. Which is wise, considering, like I said, you do have to watch out for protected animals. So maybe you don't want to be just indiscriminately killing everything. And there is Dolgers, which we need to get rid of. Oh, that was easy. I was kind of hoping for a little more of a challenge there. I know, I ask for too much sometimes. And there. So we've taken care of that part. Oh look, we're gonna just ruin this guy's day. And we're gonna deal with this warg too while we're at it. Oh, and a waylayer. Well, lucky for me, I need one of these. Not lucky for him. I only need one waylayer. These are actually pretty easy and somewhat mindless tasks once you get everything down, which makes doing the dailies to get your rep up in Lothlorien boring but easy. Lothlorien and where else? There are a couple of places that are annoying to get rep because they have neither taskboard or rep items that drop. Lothlorien is one of them. Mirkwood, I believe, is another one. There are a couple other places that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. Maybe someday they will, I don't know, fix it. Maybe fix it's not the right word. Adapt these areas to match other areas in the game. I think that's more of an accurate way of putting that. Oh, hi. Hello. I don't need you, but I'll kill you anyway. Let's not kill the deer. I don't want to kill the deer. Especially considering it's just some lone little level 1 landscape. Oh, that's not a level 1. Well, it's a level 60 landscape animal. Okay. Still don't want to kill it. Okay, so. We have 2 bosses we need here. One of them is right here. You mind? Y'all are both rude. Okay. Halfway done here. Would you die already? 300 hit points left. You're still hanging on like... Alright, so we need to wait here. Because that's the other guy we need right there. Except he's not right there. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo. See how long it takes for him to come back. I don't know why sitting here waiting for this reminds me of Viva Dirt League, but it does. I love their RPG MMO type game skits. Of course, I can't think of the character names right off the top of my head right now because I want to. I just know that there's the garlic vendor, and then there's the blacksmith, and there's the fisherman. That's Balin. I believe the fisherman is Balin. They are hilarious. If you have never seen any of the Viva La Dirt League skits, I highly recommend you look them up on YouTube. In fact, I will leave a link to their channel in the description box for you because I think that they're that great. And now that that's over, I see Nust. Hello, Nust. I have come to talk to you. Oh, okay. That was a quick conversation. And now we head out. We need 2 more barricades. And 1 more boss. Well, both are easy to come by. Completed Orc Slayer. This is Orc Slayer for... Could you stay still for a minute? I'm trying to read. I think this Orc Slayer is for this area. Defeat orcs in the Demerald Dell and... Okay, so yeah. This Orc Slayer deed is for this specific area. And we're already past the first part of it. And there's our final boss. And they have made these guys weaker. Now that I think about it. There's no way I would have been able to hit that. Kill him in like 3 or 4 hits. Dear game makers, quit making your games easier. Thanks. I should understand that easier does not equal fun. In fact, easier quite often means stupidly boring. And I know some people might argue, well, they do that because the focus of the game is supposed to be the end game, and I'm like, it's an MMO. The focus of the game should be the game. Not just one part of the game. Because if you're rushing to end game, you've missed everything in between. And that's a lot of content, that's a lot of NPCs, a lot of story, a lot of landscape, a lot of just things that people worked so hard to do. And you're just blowing past all of it because endgame. I honestly have never really gotten to endgame in anything. I mean, I have max level characters in LOTRO, a couple of them. But I don't necessarily consider I've ever done endgame. Because to me that's not the game. The game is to have fun. Okay, enough of that.
What do you need?
You have done it. Ishtoth has fallen. Durin's stone still stands, and my heart weeps with joy. We dwarves are not an emotional people, as I am sure you have found in your adventures, but the destruction of Durin's stone would have made any dwarf sob. You have the thanks of all dwarves, and I am proud to call you friend. Durin's stone will continue to stand for many generations to come, and serve as a place where all dwarves can come and remember who we are and why we are here. All dwarves have you to thank for that. We are at your service. Oh look, this shield would actually be good for a minstrel. Will and vitality. Yep, it's a minstrel shield. And that bracelet would be good for either a guardian or a champ. We're just going to take what's going to give us more money. Degfari.
What is the meaning of this?
This is a joyous day indeed. What Lark defeated, the making of siege weapons has come to a halt. Now our foothold here and the outskirts of Lothlorien are both safe from serious threat, though I dare say the elves would not tolerate orcs on their border. Medium armor, so agility, vitality, hunter, burglar, warden. And yeah, these items again are for your medium class hunter, warden, burglar type characters. Nothing there for her. How much space do I have left? Not much. We'll be emptying our bags off screen. The head has been chopped off, and the snake lies limp. With Nuss defeated, the camp is in disarray. I do not feel they will be making a coordinated attack at any time in the future. Thank you for your help. Heavy. So this stuff is for heavy armor characters. Now the sword is actually kind of nice. Obviously, if you're a guardian, you already have a legendary weapon. But for a champion, it would probably be a decent offhand weapon if you haven't made something in a while or whatever. Okay.
What is the meaning of this?
There. Better. And Otum. And he has 2.
What do you want?
With the track destroyed, we will have little to fear from the Warg Riders. My axe will cut down any but the best. And thanks to you, we will no longer have to fear that. So, once again, we have... well, we might want to look at those. I'll take a look at the gloves later.
What do you need?
Finally, a night where I can sleep around without the fear of hearing those feet come pounding toward me. I thank you. The only thing he gives is a nice big 2-handed sword. Which actually isn't that bad. I mean, it's not great, but say you had challenged yourself to go through the game using only drops and quest items. It would be pretty good for you. Alright. So we actually have finally finished all the quests here. So back off to Ekad or Haldir to drop off these final 2 quests we picked up and to finally talk to Haldir again. Now, I know this is supposed to depict a reindeer and not a deer, per se. But isn't that like a 20-point buck or something? I don't even think... is that even realistic? I'm not sure. Okay, granted, it's a fantasy creature. I don't know if there's any giant white reindeer with black antlers anywhere in the world. But still, that's a lot of points on those antlers. Definitely not the creature I'd want to mess around with. You piss that reindeer off, you're going to get gored all the way up from your thighs to your head. Okay. Alright. We only have a short distance to go. Okay.
What brings you to Lothlorien?
Excellent, Medriel. You have waylaid the waylayers most admirably. As long as the orcs of Moria threaten the road through Nanduhirian, the Emerald Dell, the elves of Lothlorien will not be able to rest. We will strike at the arcs wherever we may, and if hardy warriors such as yourself will help us, we will have victory against them.
A shadow falls beyond Lothlorien, against which we must...
And here it is, aiding the elves too, and this is the daily, and of course it says the repeatable quest you have never completed. The arcs still endanger travelers to the road, on the road to Nan Duhirion. The work of their foes is never done, it seems. You are familiar with their camps now. Uruk Gashan, Durgamad, and Athmadhol. Return to these foul encampments northwest of here, along the road that runs through Nan Duhirion, and steal more of their weapons from within. An orc without a blade is an orc from which we have little to fear. Slay too the orc waylayers that prowl along the road that run between here and Moria. They cannot be allowed to menace even the few travels that come this way. So, like I said, the two quests that he had us do previously have now combined into one daily quest called Aiding the Elves 2. Now, let's talk to her.
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
Very good, Madriel. Setting fire to their barricades will tell even the most dull-witted orcs that it is not welcome in Nan Duhirion. So close to Lorien, you have done well.
Will you aid the Galadhrim?
And there we go, aiding the elves 1. The orcs have not yet left Nan Duhirion, Madriel. It seems they still have designs on Lorien. You have helped us before, and if you continue to do so, we will not forget it. Neither will the orcs. If you continue to harry their fell endeavors in this way, travel northwest to the orc camps along the road that run through Nan Duhirion. Slay the orcs there and set fire to any of the barricades they have built anew. We will never cease our efforts to push the orcs back beneath the mountain and protect the borders of our fair land. And again, it's a repeatable that you've never completed, and her first two quests have now combined into a singular daily quest. So if you were to come here each day, grab these two quests, run over there, do those couple of things, plus a couple of things over at Ecat and Estelle, you'd get some rep. And speaking of rep, I do believe that we did make acquaintance with them. Let's see. Where are we? The Galadhrim. Yes, we have made acquaintance with the Galadhrim. Very good. So we're already starting. Title awarded. Known to the Galadhrim. And of course we're working on friend. And we even made 5 LOTRO points. Woohoo! Alright, Haldir, we'll finally speak to you.
The Lady Galadhrim must be told of the evils the dwarves have disturbed within Moria.
The record of your victory affirms your claim, Madriel. I am sorry I doubted you earlier, but we have had strange visitors of late in these dangerous times. Even among our own people we must be cautious. I hope that you will forgive my distrust.
If you are trustworthy, we have need of your aid.
I have sent word to Lady Galadhrim, Madriel. She will judge whether your need is great and determine what the elves must do, if we must do anything. In the meantime, I would appreciate your help in patrolling the boundaries of the wood. Speak to my brothers, Rumel and Orphan, and offer them your aid. They will welcome your strength. You will find them on the forest shores of Nimmerdell to the north. If you walk along the northern banks of the river, you will find my brothers. And book 7, chapter 1 is, I think, further along. Hold on. Yeah, because we just picked up... Wait a second. Okay, volume 2. What's this one? Oh, that's like way, way later. That's part of the Minas Tirith after battle. Aragorn's getting married. Okay. It's like, what? Okay, so yeah, volume 2, book 6. This is book 7. So yeah, we don't even have to pick that one up yet. Alright. Sometimes it does get a little tricky remembering what books you're on. And we are actually not going to go talk to his brothers right now. We're going to head over to Ecad and Estelle. Because, like I said, there are a couple of things that are going to become dailies there. And, well, I want to make sure I'm at least parked there, so that next time I'll remember to take them. Very pretty spot, isn't it? Like I said, the edge is fine because it's still kind of more natural than not. But the further in you get, the less natural it gets. So, Wanderer of the Golden Woods, you have discovered Ecad and Estelle. And as you can see, these have quests, which those are the ones that are going to become the dailies. This is the dwarf with the quest you don't want. That's the one that will lose you rep. Just... if you want to do it once to say you did it, just fair warning, it is going to lose you some reputation. However, next time, we'll talk to these guys and we'll get some more questing done. And until then, bye for now.